Now here he is next to the... Okay. Hello again, friends. It's Dylan, and you're watching Toy Lips. He always had a thing about them lips, about them lips, about them lips. And today we are taking a look at the Marvel Legends Fantastic Four retro carded series Human Torch. We have the Hasbro Pulse exclusive powered down version with power effects. A quick look at the back of the package reveals the other figures from the wave, a rudimentary breakdown of the accessories, which is nice, and a little read up there in several languages revealing to me that creme brulee means something akin to fiery or flaming cream. We're going to move on now. Man of Flame, Johnny Storm here, was part of that nutcase crew that flew off into space to prove God only knows what, and they got bombarded with radiation, because that's where you get your powers in the 1960s. Radiation. This is a cosmic flavor. I'm going to do a little cosmic slitting. Slit you cosmic style. And then we can just yard him out of here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Sweep that other crud aside. And yes, friends. Here we have Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, member of Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. And I think this is the toy John fans have been waiting for, these classic John Byrne-style costumes. He was a Pulse exclusive, powered down version here. He's traditionally all aflame, you know what I'm saying? That is his power set, bombarded with cosmic rays, and instead of being hideously disfigured, he gained the ability to cover himself in and project super hot plasma, and still maintains his boyish good looks. What a deal. You know, but what's not a deal here is how they do this retro carded packaging, don't put in a Build-A-Figure piece, and then they don't even give enough paint on this thing, man. This is what saddens me. He looks nice overall. I think for the most part, he's going to look sharp on the shelf. These are the costumes I wanted, and I am kind of a sucker. The sculpt is really nice. This is a complete reuse of the last figure, and that should have saved them some money on that front. It's even the same head, you know. Okay, the feet are different, but these are feet that they had laying around. You guys know what I'm saying? And they have peg holes on them, and there's a peg hole on the back, even though he doesn't come with a sweet flaming stand. But what he does come with is just like one thin layer of white paint, and you can see the blue bleeding through, and look how it's all muddy and sloppy all over the place. Look at the line work. It's all smudged. Here's another good one over on this arm. You can see where it's just real thin. You can see a lot of that blue showing right through. And it is all just painted on this naked muscular frame. Real clean here at the boots because it's a separate piece, right? I think that works for this aesthetic here, but just do a little nicer of a job, man. How much did you save on this? How much are you making on this version of the figure? And I'm afraid they knew that these would sell no matter what. And it sucks that they know that we will eat whatever they feed us, you know? Where's the love? These great big visible seams going all through the thing. And even my 4 logo is crooked, man. It's crooked. Aww. We have pinless technology now. Other companies have had it for years, but it is hitting on the Marvel figures, and they've chosen on this brand new exclusive variant here to leave pins in these. Again, it's a reuse of the body, but I think on the pinless even they're using the same molds. I don't know that for sure, but you know, it hurts me a little to think that this is the one that I personally have been waiting for. And they've really gone the cheap route here. Okay, look, he's not even the same blue as the Reed Richards figure from the same wave. What is that? What is that? The texture is a little bit different too. This one feels a little more rough and smells different. Okay, now for that sick Artic. This is easily the highlight of the figure. My favorite part here. This is a really nice sculpt. Not mad about that at all. You get this head on a hinge, comes way back here for the flying poses that he's not necessarily going to be doing because he's not powered up, but still, not gonna scoff at that. Looks down this far, exposing all of this sloppy paint. Okay, coming down here and we have butterfly shoulders. Look how killer that is. They'll come back this far. I mean, that's fantastic. Probably my favorite part there. I don't know. I'm just saying that without any deep contemplation. You can get him to crunch forward like such. The arms themselves are on a ball joint. They come all the way around. Bicep cut. A little bit of a gap on this side. Not so prominent over here. Double jointed elbows with the visible pins. How dare they? He's going to come up to about here. Wrists are hinged. Good amount there. And you get this ab crunch coming forward quite a bit and back. And then the waist here has this articulation hidden nicely by the paint line at the belt. Hips, these legs will come out, yeah, pretty much to there. They kick forward pretty far and back. Not really anything straight back because of the sculpt, but you can come out to the side a little and get that. Double jointed knee, again with those ugly pins. Don't neglect the upper thigh cut. That's right there where you want it. Lovely. And the calf cut here, hidden nicely in the boot. That'll go all the way around. And you know what? You can't mess with Hasbro and their sweet ankle articulation coming back this far, forward this far, and that rocker. Just devastating. That is great. That is great. The articulation is really nice. This is an action figure through and through. For accessories, Johnny here does come with these chintzy-ass flame effects that have grown on me. You can curl these around his limbs or perhaps just display one in his hand. And he comes with an extra pair of fists, sans flame effect. I always like extras. I'm not going to scoff at hands. Perhaps a head with an extra expression would be great. Or some kind of killer like flaming stand. But the thing is, you get too carried away with that, and it's like he's just going to be like fully flamed on, right? So I do appreciate having a clean look to have him in the standard costume and some clip-on flame effects. What else are you going to do, right? I mean, a cool stand. That's what else you would do. But I do like this piece here in particular. It goes over the shoulders, and I like the way that's cast. I think the colors came out right. Not quite like that weird-ass Dormammu, you know? Again, these are sculpted onto a set of hands, which is fine. Works out great. Don't look at it. You guys have seen that already. And then these sweet little coils. We've seen these before. I wasn't thrilled at first, but like I said, they've grown on me a little. You can find stuff to do with them. They can wreathe his arms and legs and just look like he's about in that mode, or he's just doing a casual display. Maybe lighting a cigar, lighting your cigarette, you know? Don't smoke, kids. No, you're all vaping now. My God. It's whatever. We should probably get more for lack of a Build-A-Figure piece, but I'll live. Checking the height, Jonathan Storm is about 6 3/4 inches tall. Here he is next to Reed Richards and his pal Peter Parker, Mr. Fantastic and Spider-Man. Reed's supposed to be just a little taller, and him and Pete are the same height, so I think this works out pretty well. And here he is with Reed again and his sister Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman, from the Walgreens exclusive wave. These also came without a Build-A-Figure piece, and they were just repaints, but I think at least the deco was a little cleaner. And here he is with the rest of the Walgreens exclusive OGFF, the flame-on version of himself, and Benjamin J. Grimm, the ever-loving blue-eyed thing. Now, kudos on them for at least shying away from the Bucky Cap body when they redid the Johnny Storm. And the compulsive hoarder in me appreciates having the option of all costumes and, you know, power-on and power-off versions of the character. Now here he is next to the naked, muscular Sister Sleazen Submariner and longtime Fantastic Foe Dr. Doom. These are sort of the definitive versions of all three of these characters for me. Wish they had put as much love into the execution of Johnny, though. And wish Dr. Doom would stand more reliably. Do you want to know a secret? Do-da-do, do you promise not to tell? That is classic Colossus and Wolverine. And how about the Mattel Ultimate Maniacs Macho Man and the NECA TMNT cartoon Michelangelo? Andy Samberg is not the only one that likes to party. Finally, the Marvel Legends 2 Emo for Pizza Spider-Man and the Marvel Legends Morning Coffee Mostly Bucky Cap Deadpool. I'm pretty happy here scale-wise. I think Flame Off Captain America fits in right where he's supposed to. Shooka ho, the flaming cream, the flaming cream. In closing, I think this is a really weak execution. This is the long-awaited iteration of the character. I mean, this particular one with the powered down thing is the variant, the Pulse exclusive, but you know what I mean. It seems to be going this way for all of the figures in this retro carded wave. It's like they knew these are the ones we wanted, and they took advantage and sort of half-assed them all. That sucks. I can't fault the articulation. It is on a great body mold here. I am really happy. The butterfly cuts, calf cuts, and all the things I'm always championing for. While there are some accessories, maybe enough to keep me happy, I would sure like to see more, especially because they're not including a Build-A-Figure piece. Let me say that again, right? Because this is the same price, or maybe it was a little more. Maybe I paid a little more for this. I don't know. And everything here is reuse. Even all the power effects and optional accessory parts. Those are all reuse. Every bit of it is. And it's just the parts that are new, basically the paint design, it's executed really poorly. Another coat of paint, make that logo straight. I mean, that's probably just on mine, but I think that paint work and the fuzziness of the line work, it carries through on everybody's figures. I think it sucks and they're being greedy, man, and I would have to give this like a 3 out of 5. You know, I'm a sucker, I guess, because I bought the thing and he's going on my shelf and they're going to look fine at a distance of, 10 feet away or whatever. But it's just disappointing. It almost makes you feel like they're suckering you. You know what I mean? Like they only care about the money. And that sucks when you have companies like NECA and these other companies that put all this stuff in. I mean, I know there's that Mezco Fantastic Four set coming, and I'm just not the biggest proponent. $420 before shipping for dudes in their pajamas. I think the aesthetic of these figures themselves here is a little better than that, so I'll give them that. Paying for that set, I mean, it's all those killer accessories and obviously the love that went into that. That's what's missing here, is the love. But I appreciate the love of you guys here, watching me and supporting me on this journey. So leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.
I got fingers on my lips, toys that I'm touching, I don't want to put them down, instead I want to talk about them, yes, fresh. Smell the plastic that I crave, I want to shop, I can't be having Bruce Banner. I'm Dr. Rubber Band on Bruce Jenner, and you can call me Dr. Jenner, we can talk comic books, but we're here to talk toys, be proud, make noise.